A few years ago, I was facilitating a session in a remote city. The city was so remote that instead of being booked a car of my own or a shuttle, I was actually put on a shuttle with employees coming in from different offices. And honestly, it turned out to be an incredible gift being in that shuttle with the employees. As we drove, I think conversations started opening up. It's very easy to start trusting me, I promise. But very quietly and almost confidentially, a few of them said something that stayed with me. They said something like, we're not sure this session will change much. And not because you're a bad facilitator, we actually don't know you. And not because leadership also does not care, but I think because they've seen the movie before, right? Great values, great campaigns, but very little follow through. And I think that's what really, really matters. And that's what hit me again. Most organizations really don't struggle with values. They struggle with living them daily, turning those values into behaviors. And I often use the analogy of cities for me. I think when you think about the worst cities in the world, like the worst of them, I shall not mention names. They're always running on campaigns. One day it's like, clean the city campaign, anti-crime campaign, drugs awareness campaign, operation be safe campaign. It's just campaign after campaign after campaign. But the best cities in the world, yes, maybe they may launch a campaign, they may launch an initiative, but they really don't run on campaigns. They run on systems. Train arrive on time every day. Rules are enforced every day, consistently. Cleanliness, safety, order. It's just how things work. It's every day. It's not a campaign. And I think you start realizing that values in great cities are not really these posters on the wall. They are practices that people just live and do. And I think workplaces are exactly the same for me. Values don't really become real because we talk about them louder and louder and we launch them. They become real through everyday decisions, right? Reactions and behaviors, especially when it's inconvenient. When we're under pressure, that's where you see what actually are our values. So let me leave you with something very practical today as we start 2026 with a bang, with a campaign. No, let me leave you with something very practical. Ask yourself today, think about a decision you've made recently. Which value did it align to? Think about a reaction you had under pressure. Which value did people experience in that moment when you were under pressure? If someone watched how you work today, which value would they say you live most clearly? And here's your simple practice as an individual today, especially as a leader. When you make just one decision, just one, name the value behind it loud. Like, say it loud. I just made this decision and it's in line with our taking ownership value, for example. I think that's how values stop being campaigns and they start becoming culture. This is day one of Building Better Workplaces, an initiative that I'm starting. And it starts with living the values today, not someday, but today. My name is Sipiwe Moyo, your custodian on Building Better Workplaces.